of the Jacob Zuma Foundation, Mzwanele Manye. Ayanda, a very good morning to you. Well, now that the court has adjourned and we'll be back in the next 10-15 minutes. So what can you tell us at this point? And I do understand that you also have Mr. Manye there.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks very much, Simpiwe, and to our viewers again, very good morning indeed. Back and forth between the judge and the two teams, the state and the defense, as we've heard. But let's quickly just touch on what we had expected this morning, Simpiwe. Of course, earlier on we were speaking about the fact that we had been expecting that, one, the pre-trial hearing would get ahead. But of course, there was also the issue regarding former President Jacob Zuma's health and whether or not the state was then going to request that there be evidence be laid with regards to his health. Remember that in the previous appearance, which was held virtually, Judge Piet Koen had indicated that if former President Jacob Zuma's defense team was going to seek a postponement, then evidence would have had to be laid. So we heard that back and forth there between Advocate Mpofu, who is representing former President Jacob Zuma, and Advocate Mhlongo on behalf of the state regarding the medical records. Of course, also very interestingly was today the arrival of the officials from the Department of Correctional Services, the National Commissioner Arthur Fraser, as well as some of the senior officials in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, the head of Escort Correctional Facility where former President Jacob Zuma was incarcerated, Ms. Precious Khatebe, as well as Mr. Mtombeni. And of course, they, as we heard today, had been subpoenaed by the National Prosecuting Authority to come and give evidence. The court managing to deal swiftly with their issue after their representative, Advocate Muzi Sikhakhane, raising the fact that they were not happy in the manner in which they had been subpoenaed and the fact that they had used the word coerced into filing affidavits and also being forced, as he indicated, by the state to release medical reports. That matter quickly dealt with by the judge, and saying that they will deal with that issue at a later stage, and then allowing Advocate Sikhakhane and the three officials to then leave the court. We came back now to the matter, of course, of former President Jacob Zuma's health and whether or not his medical records should be handed in to the court. Let me bring in now, as you said, Mr. Mzwanele Manye on behalf of the Jacob Zuma Foundation. Mr. Manye, thanks so much for agreeing to chat with us. Obviously, today we were all anticipating that the issues around the former President Jacob Zuma's health was going to be widely discussed here in court. Advocate Mpofu standing firm that from President Jacob Zuma's defense team, that they feel that at this point the former president's medical records should not be a matter that should be submitted to the court. Let's just speak in terms of the strategy today. Was that the plan? And I say this, Mr. Manye, because in the previous appearance, Advocate Mpofu had said that the two doctors on both sides, those from the state and the doctors or the medical team, former President Jacob Zuma's medical team, were working together, were finding each other.
Yeah, no, look, I think the situation today was that Advocate Mpofu explained a very simple thing, that the order of this court was in three parts. First part said the matter is postponed to today. Second part was that there would be a medical record submitted and an account by a doctor adduced if necessary, and all of that is if a postponement is being sought. So Advocate Mpofu never sought any postponement. So the matter of a medical record should not have even arisen, because from the Advocate Mpofu side, we're not asking for any postponement. We're ready to proceed with the trial. And the fact that President Zuma is not here is purely because the medical...
Mr. Manye, I do apologize. I'm going to stop you there, but the court has resumed. So let's go back inside to the court.
We move from the